Good morning, DFC, and welcome back to another edition of Grade 11 Entrepreneurship. Today, we're going to be looking at how to create an effective pricing strategy for our business idea. So we're going to learn how things are priced in the way that they're priced. First things first is please watch this video in its entirety. I'll try to make it as short as I can. And then we have today's news of the day story about Jay-Z. And if you ever wonder why things are priced the way they are, it's because of the law of supply and demand. Now, this isn't an economics course, so I won't be able to teach it in its entirety. But do know that things are priced the way they are priced due to the law of supply and demand. So it's a combination of things being priced according to what is available, that's supply, and what people want, which is demand. So there's a 2.5-minute video that explains that concept. Please watch it. Especially if you've never taken a business course before. Now, this entrepreneurship course isn't about to teach you about supply and demand, but we are going to look at why things are priced the way that they're priced. So if you click on today's reading, there's just 3 pages here that show you how things are priced the way they are. The key points to remember are this. If your prices are too low, sales may be good, but you may not have enough profit to pay for your costs, especially your fixed costs. And if your prices are too high, sales may be slow, and you may not have enough profit to pay for your costs. Therefore, you want to find that middle point, the Goldilocks zone, where the porridge is neither too hot nor too cold, where you can earn a profit and your business will succeed, but you're not pricing it below what it costs you to make it. So in other words, your selling price is not lower than your total variable costs. So please read this, including the 6 ways or 6 pricing strategies. And when thinking of a price strategy, here are some questions that you should ask yourself. Who else sells this product and how much are they charging it for? So in other words, you want to follow the competition. So charge what they charge or charge below what your competition offers. That's called penetration pricing. So just read these 3 quick pages. It'll go by quickly. And let's get into today's short answer questions because it's a little different today. So what are 3 questions that you think business owners should ask themselves when choosing a price for their products or services? Well, there's some good questions right here. So pick 3 of these that you think are the most important for figuring out what your prices are. Next, I want you to tell me what you think would be the ideal price for an hour of babysitting. So for an hour of babysitting, a pair of earrings, 1 average size lawn mowed, and 1 birthday cake. Say, for example, a pair of earrings, I'm going to say, I'm going to specify that they're handmade. The price is high enough to cover the cost of materials and labor, also known as variable costs. And it's not recognizing my spelling of labor because I'm Canadian and this is an American program that I'm using. So for each price, put your ideal price and then an explanation of the price. And remember, it's what you think is ideal, not what I think is ideal or someone else, what you think is ideal for an hour of babysitting. $10 sounds like a great price, very low, very affordable. You can get a lot of customers that way. But remember, you are charging yourself below the Ontario minimum wage. $15, you're charging yourself slightly above minimum wage. But tell me what you think is the ideal price. Next, this is a question where it's a little different. I'd like you to imagine that your business idea is making gift baskets. So your unit of sale is one gift basket. Now I want you to browse Amazon. Boop. This is Amazon. It is the world's largest online retailer. You can buy pretty much anything online, the store. But what I would like you to do is make a gift basket that has a theme. The theme could be men and women's products, snack foods, Christmas gifts, Valentine's Day gifts, whatever you want. Now use Amazon CA to browse for an empty basket to put everything in and at least 7 items. So I have all my items here. My gift was themed around Valentine's Day. So I got flowers, chocolates, earrings, and of course the basket itself. So tell me how much the basket costs and 7 of its items. And then figure out the subtotal. Well, it figures that out automatically for you. So the subtotal was $100 or $92.39. Now, if your subtotal is over $35, Amazon does free shipping. So my goal was to get over that $35 mark, and I did that quite easily. Now HST, it only calculates that after you proceeded to payment, but just take your subtotal, this amount, and times it by 0.13. Why 0.13? Well, Ontario's harmonized sales tax rate is at 13%, and 13% as a decimal or whole number will be 0.13. So I took my subtotal, times it by 0.13, and that equals $12.01. And to figure out your basket total, you just add those 3 numbers together. Pretty straightforward, just basic addition. And this number is also your total variable cost, materials and labor. Labor, I didn't factor in as a cost simply because it will take me, I'm not really making these items on my own. I'm buying them. They're already made. But for question 4, I want you to tell me what you think your ideal selling price would be. You may think, hey, what about $100? That's a nice even number. Well, it's not a good idea because it costs you $104 to make the basket. So you'd actually be losing $4 for every basket you sold. Not a great business idea. Tell me what you think a good price would be. And to help you do that, I'd like you to follow which of the 6 pricing strategies did you use to help you set the price of your basket. So go back to the reading right here and tell me which of these 6 ways of setting prices did you use. Now, believe it or not, there is a pricing strategy called loss leader where you actually are supposed to lose money by selling something for dirt cheap, lower than what it would cost you. And the reason why they do that is they make up their money selling other products. So for example, grocery stores, they offer really good prices on the front page of their flyer. They're taking a loss on those front page items. But the goal is the front page items will attract people into the store where they'll spend more money on meat, produce, and household goods. So that's called loss leader pricing. If you sold something else, that would be a good strategy. But because you're only selling one thing, avoid loss leader pricing, please. All right, next I'd like you to calculate your gross profit per unit, and we can do that with a very simple equation. Take your selling price from question 4, subtract your variable cost, that's your basket total, this number, and that will tell you how much money you'll make per basket. So if your selling price was $150 and mine was $104.40, you can figure out your selling price quite easily by following this formula. Next, I'd like you to tell me who's your target market for this sale. So for my basket, mine will be 4 target market. Married men who are age 25 and up, looking to buy something for their wives or girlfriends for Valentine's Day. Now, I am justifying that because these are all items that I think women would want for Valentine's Day. What woman doesn't want? Nice white teeth with crisp white strips. I've got flowers in there, chocolates, jewelry, and of course the basket, which is reusable. I was actually quite surprised at how expensive the basket was. But just tell me who you think your target market would be. And where could you sell your gift basket? At craft shows, assuming that they will still exist. So just pretend the pandemic isn't happening. You could sell them online. You can sell them at festivals or on Facebook Marketplace. Next, I'd like you to tell me what is your unit of sale for your business or venture idea. And then tell me what you think, what you would charge your unit of sale. So how much would customers pay for that? Using the 6 pricing strategies as a guide. And if you're only selling one thing, please avoid loss leader pricing. That's more if you are selling multiple things. So you take a loss on one of those things in order to boost the sale of those other items. So you're sacrificing one thing to, say, sell 4 other things. But yeah, if you're just selling one thing, avoid that. Do not take a loss on your unit of sale, please. That is not good business. All right, so let's look at today's success criteria. So we have our learning goal here, learning how to create effective pricing strategy. If you understand the 6 different pricing strategies, if you selected items for a gift basket and calculated the gross unit profit per unit of that basket, and you've identified an ideal selling price and pricing strategy for your business's unit of sale, give yourself a mark of 4 out of 4 if you understood those things. If not, put it in the column to the right. But for every mark you give yourself in the have met column, give yourself a mark out of 4. So if there's 3, give yourself a mark 3 out of 4. Remember, these are just for practice, and it's the culminating activities and the unit quizzes that will contribute toward your final mark. All right, that's it for everything I want to cover today. As usual, if you have any questions, come visit me in Google Meet or email me or phone me. I'm at the school's phone number. Have a good day, folks, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.